Hello, everybody. This is Mike Gerdes from the Greater Philadelphia Center for Spiritual Living with a Love Note. I hope you've had a wonderful day. It's been a while since I've shared anything with you. I notice, as you probably all have noticed, that a lot of people are really upset with what the current situations are in the world and in the country on the political side of things. And listening to people, they get really excited. And they're basically thinking that everything is falling apart. And they're focusing on the, oh, God, ain't it bad? And isn't it, they're just all caught up in it, focusing on negative, 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 negative. Now, I'm not saying that the situation isn't negative. I'm just saying that's not the way to deal with it. If you're faced with a negative situation, it's not helpful to focus on the negative situation. What we need to figure out, what we need to focus on is a solution. It's solution, problem, answers. So before we focus on the problem, let's focus on what the solution is. And what's the solution? God, G-O-D, God, Spirit. Focus on Spirit and let Spirit guide us and direct us towards the answer to resolving that problem. You see, with Spirit properly understood, that problem does not exist. It disappears. Now, people say, but you're ignoring stuff. No, I'm not ignoring stuff. I'm focusing on what's real. What is real to you? For me, what real is Spirit. And anything that appears to be other than Spirit is not real. So I had a teacher, a wonderful man by the name of Dr. Carlton Whitehead, that from time to time, 2 or 3 times, came from his home in Colorado. At that time, he was Pastor Emeritus of the Chicago Church of Religious Science. He'd been formerly the president of Religious Science International. Very wonderful man. He'd come and give lectures, workshops, speak on a Sunday, and then give a workshop at our church in Kennewick that I had for 18 years. And one thing he said really struck out at me. He said, in speaking to the group, he said, remember, power flows towards and attracts that to which you give your attention. So if we're figuring out what's problems with the government, what's problem with this or with that, and we're focusing on the problem, if we're focusing on, oh God, isn't it awful? What's that happening? How are we using the law? We're just adding, literally, we're adding fuel to the fire. So instead of throwing another, oh God, ain't it awful log onto the fire, let's focus on God instead. That's what Edmund Fox would say in using the key. He would say, think of God instead. God is the solution to every problem. When you recognize that who you are that I am. You are the peace. You are the solution by embracing the truth of who you are. Well, with that, I'm going to bid you adieu. I look forward to talking with you again. Just take this within yourself. There is one life. That life is God's life. That life is my life now. And your life and everyone else's life. So if there's anybody that appears to be rough, hard to love in your life, that gives you the reason to love them more. And so it is. Good night.